Hi guys, Penny Rose Journals. Just thought I would come along and quickly do another video with you guys. Sorry about that, my microphone just went wandering off by itself. Clearly not clicked onto me very well. Right, I hope that didn't sound too dreadful from your end. Because it's hooked over my camera cord. Oh dear. Right, okay, well, that disaster averted, hopefully. Yeah, I thought I would bring you along. I haven't done anything to the journal since last time you saw it. It's been sitting over in my, actually on top of my printer, making it difficult for me to print anything. So I thought it was time to show you the next step. I think I will put the cover together. Now, I'm still unsure what I'm doing with the cover. But having made my signatures, I have an idea of how big my book is going to be, or how big I want it to be. So I'm just going to make myself a spine for it, and then we will put the cover together. So there's going to be overhang in this journal. I just want it to be hanging out all over the place. There'll be lots of tabs and whatnot. So just resting. If it was to be a book just resting, it's going to be about 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters. I will probably make the spine 3 inches or about 7.5 to 8 centimeters, which is a really wide spine, but it's going to give me lots of room to put lots of stuff. So to do that, what do I need first? Knife, ruler. Now I just need something to make the spine out of. Yeah, big enough. Perfect, look at that. Okay, when I get packing boxes, I tend to keep them. This was a packing box for a speaker that I bought many moons ago. I cut them down to panels and keep them so that I have something to use as spines. Excuse me for knocking the camera over and over again, scrounging around under my desk in a box. Okay, so first of all, I will make this as long as my book cover. Where is my pencil? Yes, this is my process. So, and I said I wanted it to be about 3 inches. I'm actually going to bring it in a little bit because there's a bit of a crease on this. So let's just square it up a bit. Okay, that was a very awkward way to hold a knife and a ruler. And we all know what being awkward with a knife and a ruler ends up as. It ends up as a sliced off finger, so let's not be doing that. Just at the ends. There we are. Okie dokie. Right, so if that's a straight line, then we will take this off at a straight line. And we may as well take this off as well. Okay, that will be the correct height. Now we want it 3 inches, so from there to there is 3 inches. That is quite some spine. What I will do is take it to 2.5, I think. No, that would be 3. Okay, there he is. Squaring that up. That is 3 inches. She's going to be a chunky girl. Right, here's our spine. With corrugated cardboard, I try to make sure that my corrugations are running up and down. If they're running across, it tends to bend this way while you're trying to sew in the signatures. Not a good look. Because of course once it bends, it's weak there and it just continues to bend there. So yeah, try and run your corrugations up and down. Right, well, the way I make my spine is I lay it out on my board here, my mat, move that over there, balance it on top of something else. It'll probably knock my cup of tea over shortly and make a disaster. But, you know, keep the interest alive, hey? The beautiful thing about these mats is all the lines allow you to just line things up beautifully. And as long as you don't move them, they're in the right spot to work with. Now, how do I bind my, or how do I stick my spine to my cover? I use this. This is relatively inexpensive. It's cloth tape. You can buy it at your local hardware store, well, Bunnings in my case, being in Australia. They sell this in various different colours. I'm pretty sure it comes in green and white and black, and you know, of course I prefer black or white. I prefer the black. Sometimes I can't get the black, so I'll get white. It just takes a bit more covering when it's white, because you know, if a bit of black peeks through, then it's not too bad, but a bit of white peeks through, it's a bit obvious. So it's very sticky and very strong. It's like masking tape on steroids, and it's not stretchy like say duct tape or something. So the trick is to just sort of plop it down gently and flat and not move anything. And of course I immediately move it, because that happens every time. Don't worry about that. We will sort that out in a minute. And try not to stick it to your desk in the meantime. Right. And there's one. There we go. Trust me, that is not going to go anywhere. And as you can see, if you put it on a bit crooked or whatever else, it's not the end of the world, so long as it's pretty much good. I guess if you make books that are more in a neater, tidier style than mine, it might make a huge difference. But for mine, if things are a little wonky, it's all just part of the aesthetic. So I don't concern myself with it overly, as long as it looks relatively straight when you're looking at it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I do. Now I probably will cover the rest of the spine with some of this, just because it reinforces everything. You know, in the end of the day, that is just a bit of cardboard box. So you want it to be strong and sturdy. So This will ensure that nothing about it is not strong and sturdy. There we go. And there you have it. There's my book cover. Now, of course, this does not give you a curved spine, gives you a completely straight spine. I don't mind that. But yeah, that's not the way you would put together a book if you wanted a curved spine. You can pierce this with an awl or something of that sort. I don't tend to do exposed spine books, I say, as I look over, and there's like several around me, but most of my books I make have a hidden spine, which is easy enough to do with this kind of a spine on the outside. But like I say, you can stick an awl through that and have an exposed spine, not a problem. I would definitely cover this. You know, there's nothing attractive about it at the present moment, but as you can see, it's a nice big chunky journal now, even though it hasn't been put together. And there will be a lot of things hanging out the side and the top and the bottom probably. So yeah, she's shaping up exactly the way I want her to. So yeah, I hope that was useful to you. It's only a short one today. I just wanted to do that quickly so that I had a video for you guys, and really it's time to get along with this. It's been sitting on top of my printer making my life difficult for a week now. So yeah, there you have it. That's how I put together my cover. Now we just have to work out what the cover's going to be like. I'm still leaning towards maybe keeping it sort of original. I mean, obviously I have to cover all this, but maybe leaving some of it exposed and making it just a real grungy journal. I don't know. We'll see. All right. It's been great having you here. Yeah, as always, I've enjoyed having your company, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.